Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Well, of course, it's basic math, just a basic linear graph. The more you F around, the more likely you are to find out, as you can see is clearly depicted in the meme selected on screen for the meme of the day of this video. You know, a lot of people have F'd around and found out over the years. Liz Cheney, Chris Cuomo, Andrew Cuomo, Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, you know, so many people are coming to mind, little Bri Stelter. So many people over the years have F'd around and find out the hard way. You know, I've been doing this show on YouTube for 4 years, and it's actually crazy how much the landscape has changed. Back in the early days, the Cuomos, Don Lemon, Lori Lightfoot, I mean, those were the faces you saw every day. But it's a rapidly changing landscape, especially these days, as more and more people keep effing around and ultimately finding out. Apparently next on the chopping block is far-left progressive caucus Democrat Jamal Bowman. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so it's not looking too good for squad member Jamal Bowman. It seems as though he's trending towards a landslide loss to New York Democrat rival George Latimer. The Westchester County executive is garnering support from 48% of Democratic primary voters compared to just 31% for Bowman, a two-term incumbent in the 16th Congressional District, according to the Emerson College polling PIX 11/The Hill survey. The remaining 21% of respondents were undecided in the district, which encompasses much of Westchester County and parts of the North Bronx. He is behind big time. It seems like AOC's Progressive Caucus, the Hamas Caucus, whatever you want to call them, well, it seems like they just lost a member. And in this case, the reason it's happening so dramatically, I mean, the guy's down like 20 points, well, I think it has something to do with Jamal Bowman being a New York Democrat, while at the same time partnering up with Ilhan Omar and the rest of these extreme squad members and parroting their same talking points on the issue currently going on in Gaza and Israel. You know, when you're sympathetic to terrorist organizations abroad and you're a Democrat in New York City, well, you pretty much get where this is going. Jewish activists get out the vote and bid to topple anti-Israel squad member Representative Jamal Bowman. Yup, Jamal Bowman's at war with an organization by the name of AIPAC. That's this organization right over here. It's essentially an Israeli lobbyist group. Well, they're spending millions of dollars to kick him out of office and replace him with a Democrat who I guess will do what they say.
New York Democratic Congressman Jamal Bowman. On Thursday, the group dropped nearly $2 million on attack ads against Bowman. It is no surprise that New York Magazine has dubbed Bowman, quote, the most endangered Democrat in America.
They don't want Israel to be criticized. They don't want Israel to be held accountable. They don't want anyone to mention Palestine or speak up for Palestinian rights and lives. We fight for the lives of all people, Israeli and Palestinians, Jewish, Christian, Muslim. That's what we do.
So in other words, Jamal Bowman's got himself in a very, let's just say, typical American political predicament, and it seems as though he doesn't have the tools to defend it. You know, everyone wants to pretend that Jamal Bowman is getting replaced by this AIPAC group and it's just because they're spending all kinds of money. While it is true that that's kind of happening, that doesn't tell the whole story. This AIPAC group is simply taking advantage of a weak, vulnerable Democrat seat. The simple fact is, Jamal Bowman has been an utter disaster. There's other Democrats who are far more radical on the same issue, who still get elected with 70% of the vote, sometimes 80 every election cycle. Jamal Bowman's problem is that he's kind of the worst. You know, and I think that's being weaponized against him a little bit here with AIPAC's candidate.
He's an ineffective congressman.
Why?
He
Because I raised my voice?
No, because he
the people in here understand passion. They know that we need passion in this moment. You want to go to Washington and play nice with Marjorie Taylor Greene?
No, you vote with her, so why shouldn't you play nice with her?
Come on now.
Here's the point, and I'd like to make it, Madam Moderator, without his interruption. When you work in a legislative body, you need to form coalitions with people. You need to have their respect. You need to talk to them as normal people. You can't preach and scream at them on the steps of the Capitol.
Okay.
He's ineffective as a congressman for this very reason that you've just
seen. We're going to have a lot of disappointed viewers if I don't rein this in.
The angry black man. The angry black man.
Let's stay on topic, please.
It's the Southern strategy in the North.
Let's stay on topic.
He got utterly exposed as being an inefficient politician who just goes around trying to intimidate people. I mean, obviously, he's got that kind of history.
You gotta save the party. Listen, no more QAnon. No more MAGA.
No more CNN.
No more debt ceiling nonsense. Come on now. Save the party.
No, we gotta
save
the
America.
country.
Save the
Biden.
children.
Save the
Do
country.
something about guns.
Right, so close
Come
the
on.
border.
Invest in
Close
education.
the border. Save the
The
children.
border is
What about
what
the
Trump
children?
left.
Hey,
What
where are all the
talking
kids?
about?
Where are all the migrant
What
children?
kids? Do your freaking job, Marjorie Taylor Greene. You don't need to be in New York City talking that nonsense. Go back to your district. You're not. What are you doing here? You're here for politics. You're here because you want to be VP. You're here for your own fundraising. You're here for your own nonsense. You will not answer my question. Don't stop and talk to me. Okay, I'll bring it down a notch.
All right, folks.
Have you ever worked in the school?
I've got a bill to repeal the
I
federal...
worked in
I'm
the
not
school
talking to you
for
anymore.
20 years.
You're just screaming.
I was a
I got a
teacher. I was
solution.
screaming before you came and interrupted me. I worked in the school for 20 years. So I worked in the school 20 years.
In every school,
I was a teacher.
allows
I was a
teachers to
school
carry-
counselor. I was a middle school principal.
Congressman Jamal Bowman turning himself in moments ago. Fox News cameras capturing this exclusive video of the squad member surrendering. The lawmaker from New York is expected to plead guilty after being charged with falsely pulling the fire alarm at a congressional office building. It happened just before the House voted on a stopgap spending bill to fund the government. Last month, Bowman is set to be arraigned at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time.
I mean, this guy just stomps the ground, beats his chest, and tries to browbeat anybody he gets in a confrontation with, which is obviously highly ineffective and frankly just embarrassing for the party. And his response, I mean, that was probably the worst part, again exposes another one of his issues, another one of his grifts, playing the race card. Oh, just the angry black man thing. No, just a angry person who's rude to people and generally just unhinged and emotional and impossible to deal with rationally. Nothing to do with your skin color, buddy. Everything to do with you yelling at people constantly when interacting with people on the other side of the political aisle while at the Capitol. He's a total grifter, and by the way, surprise to nobody, he's saying the same thing about AIPAC. Oh, they're just a racist right-wing organization.
Do you think you're getting the support that you want from the Democratic Party in this race?
Yes, so far, yes, and we're going to get a lot more support going forward. You know, AIPAC, unfortunately, has shown itself to be a racist organization, an organization that's supporting the genocide in Gaza right now. And my opponent is partnering with them, even though the majority of their donors are MAGA racist Republicans trying to take our voting rights, trying to take reproductive rights, gutting affirmative action, and supporting fascism.
This guy completely exposed himself, and obviously, he flew way too close to the sun. And considering his general vulnerability, well, he might just get burnt. Progressive Squad Caucus -1. Lobbyist-controlled corporate Democrat +1. Great job, Mr. Bowman.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Anyways, that's pretty much it. That's what's going on with Jamal Bowman. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, friends, and I'll see you on the next one.